5 ways to get into a manual in this video. Hi, my name is Roxy and I'm super happy to have you here, and we're going to talk about 5 different ways to get into a manual. Why am I showing you 5 different ways to get into a manual? Well, when I took my instructor certification courses, and sometimes when I talk to other colleagues, a lot of people or a lot of instructors say there is one and the only way to get into a specific move, whether it's the manual or another move. And I just want to invite you to be open to say, hey, why is one right? Why is one wrong? And that's why we're going to look at 5 different ways to reach a manual today. Let's look at the first 3 variations to get into a manual straight away.
The first one is the L movement without a preload. It's called L movement because you're drawing the letter L with your hips by bringing your hips low and then pushing them to the back. This dynamic shift of your body weight to the back and the hang of the bars brings up the front wheel. Number 2 is the L movement with a preload, so with a dynamic compression of the bike before. This is especially effective for shorter riders and also for full suspension bikes. The L movement is essentially the same, but what you're adding before is a dynamic compression of the bike through the feet. Number 3 is the forward-backward movement, and as the name suggests, it's moving your body weight forward and then dynamically moving it backwards. This is especially effective for kids and really short people because they can generate more range of motion.
So you've seen 3 different types to get into a manual already. And as I said at the beginning of the video, why is one right? Why is one wrong? Because to tell you the truth, different types of people may need different types of solutions. When I was learning the manual front wheel lift, so the manual initiation move, and the bunny hop, unfortunately I had an instructor who told me there was one and the only way to do things, and this limited me in my progress for many, many years. So if someone is telling you that this is the right way to do it and everything else is wrong, but for you it just doesn't feel right, then trust your gut, trust your feeling, and play around with it a little bit and ask your coach. Because the difference between, in my eyes, the difference between a really good coach and an instructor is that an instructor will just give you one solution, or maybe different, but they won't find the solution for you. And that's what a coach does. A coach will really find a solution that works for you. And the coach will start to look at the cause of error and find different solutions and work on these with you in order to really help you reach your goal. So if you don't feel well, then always feel free to ask your coach for solutions, because after all, the coaching is about you, right? Now let's look at 2 more ways to get into a manual.
Number 4 is back and up without a preload. As the name suggests, you want to move your body weight to the back in an upwards fashion. So you get low and then you extend your legs to move your hips to the back and up. Variation number 5 is back and up with a preload, so with a dynamic compression of your bike through the feet before the back and up motion. This is especially efficient for full suspension bikes and also for shorter riders.
My suggestion is go outside and play with these 5 variations and see which one suits you best. And if you want professional coaching to really help you and give you feedback on these movements, then you can check out the description below this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you again for my next video. Goodbye.